Welcome Galactic family. Greetings, my beloved. We are Archangels Zadkiel, together with the Sacred Lady Amethysts, and we greet you with love and light. Today, we are accompanied by the hosts of the Angelic Kingdom and the Ascended Masters to examine interdimensional cooperation. Interdimensional cooperation comes from the concept of oneness, which we have examined with you recently. All creation originates from the source. Before the original particles of light were impregnated with the individual characteristics necessary for their role in the overall design of creation, these particles contained the energy of the pure love and light of the Creator in a homogeneous configuration. All the particles were in harmony and there was no competition. As the source moved, the individual particles of light began to assume their specific characteristics, and the consciousness necessary for their role in the grand scheme of creation. Harmony and love were the center of his consciousness, and individual attributes were added to specific roles. Gradually, the great plan of creation manifested itself and all parts were in harmony. While the core of each part was focused on the highest good, everything went smoothly. If the vibration of either side disagreed with the consciousness of oneness, it could be felt throughout the great web of creation. By the loving influence of other particles of light, any dissonant particles could tune their vibrations back to the original intent of the highest good. This resulted in a universe moving in harmony. As the particles separated into dimensional levels, this cooperation continued. Every cell, every organism, and every being had an inner knowing that it was contributing to the highest good. While this focus remained at the core, harmony prevailed. The beings of light had their main areas of focus, and they knew that each role was important for the greater good. There was no competition and they cooperated happily on major projects. As differentiation continued, an experience of free will was conceived for the plane of the earth and the third dimension. It was decided that humans would be allowed to exercise their free will, without the interference of the higher realms, unless they were asked to help. In the beginning, everything was harmonious, since the focus was on the greater good. Knowledge of the source was intact, and humans knew that their work was connected directly to the source. As knowledge of this connection diminished, the harmonious quality of cooperation was reduced. The beings of light were sad because they could not intervene unless they were requested by humans. This brings us to the present and provides an illustration of the need for cooperation across all dimensions, just as on the ground plane. Cooperation begins with the individual. It is an attitude of wanting the best for everyone. To begin with, interiorize yourself and focus on your spark of divine light. This is your connection to the Creator, to the Source. That is where the divine love resides in your being. As you focus on your spark of light, your connection to the Source is strengthened. You remember that the original purpose for all creation was to work together for the highest good. As you revel in the energy of love in your divine spark, you may feel a desire to return to this glorious state of harmony. You can visualize or imagine how you would like it to be your ideal world. The more you focus on it, the stronger the vibration of harmony you will send. The next step is to ask the beings of light to help you. This causes them to bring you ideas and people who share the same vision. As you receive the ideas, you can evaluate them at heart level by their loving qualities, and then at the mental level to see if they are practices. This forms a cooperative partnership between those living on the earthly plane and the beings of light in the higher dimensions. The more you focus on the higher good, the stronger this connection will be. Your light will provide a positive model for those around you, and you can find yourself in contact with those who are also working for the highest good. When you focus on the highest good and ask the beings of light to work with you, you are taking a great step toward interdimensional cooperation. Beloved ones, we are happy that you are invoking us in the higher realms to work with you for the highest good. Know that you are much loved. We are Archangel Zadkiel and Archangelina Amethyst, and enfold them in love. And so it is.